Hi, Meir Ezra here and
Meir Ezra.
Yeah! Okay, Mariah, so you wanted to ask me a question.
Yes, so I've been watching some of your seminars and you say not to worry about the coronavirus particularly, but to worry about your happiness and stuff like that. So I'm not worried and I post on my social media or to my friends or my family and I tell them that I'm not worried and they almost attack me for not being worried. They make me wrong. How do you handle a situation like that?
So first of all, you need to know that if they attack you, it's because they love you. Yes, it's weird that I attack you because I love you, because they care about you. So when someone attacks you because you post a different viewpoint, you need to understand first of all that they love you. Okay? Despite how it looks like. So now if you know that someone loves you and he wants to help you, even if he's doing it incorrectly, you are not so much going to be against him, yes?
That's true.
Because he wants to help you. He just doesn't know exactly how to do it, so you will help him. So that's number one. Number two, the general question is, what is right? That's really the general question. What is the right thing to do? In any situation. So the right thing to do is always what contributes to survival. Now, the biggest enemy of survival is what?
Death.
Yes? Yeah. The biggest enemy of survival is to not communicate.
Okay.
Yes? Because you are as alive as you can communicate. So anything that stops communication is counter survival.
Okay.
Yes? And the fear is actually an unwillingness to communicate. So how do you know what to post, what to believe in? You have a sea of information, and how do you know what is right, what is wrong? Anything that contributes to fear is a lie because it has less communication.
Okay.
Anything that contributes to fear, anything that cut communication is actually a lie.
Okay. So I have a question. How do I explain that to someone? Like when I've told them that fear is not, they're like, it is something to fear about. People's lives are on the line.
So that's a very good question, okay? So if someone is already afraid, he's not communicating, obviously he doesn't see, because what you're afraid of do not exist. So how do you fix it? The instinct will be you telling me that I should be afraid and I know that I shouldn't. The instinct will be to push against you. But since I know you love me, that's why you want me to be worried, that's why you want me to change. What I'm going to do is the following. Push me. Now if I push against you, you push against me. Now if I will actually do that, you will do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Because I stop pushing you. How do you do that? So the first step that you do, someone tell you, look, you really need to be worried. You understand where you come from, and you honestly say, yes, you're right. Because you see his viewpoint. And the second thing that you do, you're telling him, it's not that I should be worried, probably I should be very worried. You accentuate, you make it bigger. Yes? So really you start to push me, and I say, well, one second, I agree with you. I start to take you off, and I agree with you. I help you to that direction, and the moment that you go with me, I can take you to anywhere. Yes?
Ah, that's smart.
Yes?
Yeah.
So now that I accentuate and you agree with me, because I'm not lying to you, I actually see what's going on. I actually see your viewpoint. So yes, 100%. It's from your viewpoint. I know it's really bad. The next thing I do, I ask you, so let's have a look. I see that it's dangerous. I see that I should be worried about it. What do you suggest? How do we actually progress over time? The guy at that moment will stop resisting you and start to become logical to some degree. And he will say, well, of course we need to be worried, but we also need to think about the future. And at that moment you help him.
Ah, okay.
Because what you want is change, that he will agree with you. That's not the purpose. The purpose is that he will just move a little bit. And once he's moving a little bit, later on he will move a little bit more. But you want 0 to 100.
Yeah.
No, you don't want him to, because he's got a viewpoint. The only reason why a person becomes unhappy is because he's unable to see the other person's viewpoint and to grant him penis and to say, yes, I can see that. It's not, you think this wall is white and I think it's black. And because if I can actually see that it's black and at the same level of enthusiasm accept your viewpoint that it's right without the need to push against you, you will see that we will both find that probably it's red.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. With more than just the coronavirus, just any opinion.
Any
Yeah.
opinion. Just, you want to be happy, you want to be healthy, only thing you need to do is to be able to see other people's viewpoint and not have this immediate, I'm right, you are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because in reality, what's right and what's wrong is from the viewpoint of the observer.
Yeah.
Because what's right for the duck hunter is not so good for the duck, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can see both viewpoints, you're in control. If you can see one viewpoint, you are right. You're right, you can be very right, but unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
And people that are unhappy are sick. Because happiness brings about health.
Mm-hmm. I see. And sticking to your own viewpoint doesn't help the other person. To be able to help the other person, you have to see theirs as well.
Maybe in one of the other videos we will explain exactly how it is and what's the mechanism behind it.
Okay.
So what's the message is, when someone is afraid and tell you need to be afraid, he probably loves you. He tells you that because otherwise he wouldn't tell you anything. He doesn't go to a dog in the street and tell the dog in the street, be afraid. But he tells you because he cares about you. That's number one. Number two, don't try to move from 0 to 100, from not afraid to happy. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for them. Don't expect from them what does not work for you. And the only way to improve anyone is only great and slowly, and see what you can agree with him, and disagreement will bring about the change. You don't fix anyone by telling him what's wrong. You fix anyone by seeing what you can agree with them.
Makes sense.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.